Okay, first of all, good morning to all of you. By the grace of great, mighty and great God, let us start with today's session. Our today's topic is impedance matching. Today's topic is impedance matching. But before we start the impedance matching, I would like to try the expression of maximum amplitude. Okay? I would like to try the expression of the maximum amplitude of the force oscillator. I think this is a part that we have left in the last lecture. So I think this is called a A naught is called the amplitude, and this is the maximum amplitude. See, this is the expression A naught is equal to F naught upon omega Zn. Okay, what is Zn? Zn bar, Zn magnitude. Zn is called a impedance. It's called a mechanical impedance. Okay, this is the expression. This is the frequency that we have derived in the last lecture. This is the frequency that we have derived in the last lecture. So I am using this omega is equal to omega prime. So see, I have replaced omega by, first of all I just taken this omega inside this square root. Inside the square root it will become omega square. Omega square r square. I have taken the LCM and this omega square will cancel with this omega square inside the square root. Okay, so we are getting this expression. Now this is the frequency that we have derived in the last lecture. Now I put omega is equal to omega prime in this expression. So it becomes, now this is the value of omega prime. This is the value of the omega prime. Now use the value of omega prime here. I calculate all the things, all this expression, and finally I am getting this expression. A naught maximum is equal to F naught upon R omega naught. So this is the expression. This is the expression sometime examiner can ask about what is the maximum amplitude. What is the maximum amplitude of the force oscillator? Are you getting the point? See, this is the maximum amplitude. This is the maximum amplitude, and this corresponding to the frequency omega prime. Corresponding to frequency omega prime, this is the maximum amplitude, and that is what we can calculate. This is A naught of x is equal to F naught upon omega naught prime r. You can memorize it by orally also. Okay, this is very important expression. It can be asked in 2 marks questions also. What is the maximum amplitude of the force oscillator? Because for this we consume omega. Any doubt in the force oscillator? See, I think we have done a lot of things in the force oscillator. We have done a transient behavior. We have studied the steady state behavior of a force oscillator. And as far as the exams are concerned, steady state behavior is very, very important. Okay, steady state behavior is very, very important for the force oscillator. And the damped oscillator is also very important. We have also studied the term like logarithmic decrement, relaxation time, quality factor. We have done this. So these are very important terms that you have to note it down. This is the maximum amplitude. A F naught upon omega naught prime equal. राधे समझ आया ये? ठीक है? सिंपल मैथमेटिक्स है. ओमेगा अंदर लेके गए हम. ठीक है? तो ये बन गया ओमेगा इक्वल टू ओमेगा प्राइम नाम यूज किया. दिस इज द वैल्यू ऑफ ओमेगा प्राइम. सो आई एम यूजिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ ओमेगा प्राइम इन दिस एक्सप्रेशन. Calculate it, solve it. Simple mathematics. We are getting this expression. F naught by omega naught. This is also very important. Next topic is impedance. Should I start? Please note it. This is very important expression. You have to memorize it. E naught is equal to F naught upon omega into Zm magnitude. Very very important expression. Because we have derived a number of articles, number of things from this expression. Okay, देखा? Should we start with the impedance matching? Should I start? Should I start? Okay. Impedance matching. See, what do you mean by impedance? Impedance means opposition. Impedance means opposition or reactance. Okay. Impedance match. See, whenever we have to pass a signal from one medium to another medium, whenever we want to pass a signal or energy from one medium to the another medium, what will happen? There is a loss of energy. There is a loss of energy. There is a loss of energy. This is the medium 1, this is medium 2, and we want to transfer the energy. We want to transfer the energy from this medium to the medium 1 to the medium 2. Okay. Z1 and K1 are the variables of this medium. Z1 is the impedance, K1 is the propagation constant of this medium. See, this is the intervening medium. This is the intervening medium. This is called an impedance matching medium, or it is also called the intervening medium. It is basically sandwiched. It is basically the sandwich between the two media 1 and 2. Between the two media 1 and 2. So basically, what we want to do, what we want to try, we want to basically transfer a signal from this point to this point. We want to transfer energy from medium 1 to the medium 2 by sandwiching this medium. This medium. So this medium is called an impedance matching medium. Okay. We basically transfer the energy in the form of waves. See, whenever this wave will strike at this point, what will happen? Some part of the energy will be reflected and some part of the energy will be transmitted. Let us say yi1 is the incident wave. And when it will strike at this interface, and see, this is a string. This is a string which is composed of two media, which is basically shared by the two media 1 and 2. By the media 1 and 2, when this incident wave and this part of the string corresponding to x is equal to 0, and this part of the string corresponding to x is equal to L. So it means what is the length of the string in the impedance in this impedance matching medium? L. X is equal to L. We simply subtract L minus 0, so it means x is equal to L. Now initially, from the initial I will start. Let us say this is the incident wave. When this incident wave will strike at the interface of these two media at x is equal to 0, what will happen? Some part of the wave will get transferred, and some part of the wave will get reflected, and some part of the wave will transfer. Let us say the incident wave is yi1 and the reflected part is yr1. R stands for reflection. And this is the yi2 transmitted part. Now this part will again strike at the interface of the media this at x is equal to L. When this part will strike at the interface of this media, what will happen? Again, some part of the energy will get reflected back and some part of the energy will get transmitted. Let us say the reflected part is yr2. This is yr2, and this is yi2. So it means signal get transferred. From one medium to the another medium by sandwiching this impedance match medium. So it means there is loss of some energy. Are you getting my point? So we have to basically drive a condition. We have to drive a condition for the perfect matching. And what is the perfect matching? Perfect matching is the maximum signal. The maximum signal can transfer from the medium 1 to 1 2. Now the next question is what is the maximum signal? Maximum signal means maximum energy maximum energy can be transferred from medium 1 to the medium 2. I mean to say losses must be minimized. Losses must be the minimized. Okay. Now this is the use. This has a very great wide applications. Just as to transfer this signal in the transmission lines, the electric transmission lines, because we have to transfer the signal from one part to the another part. So this is very important part of impedance matching. That how we can basically match the impedance to transfer the signal, to transfer the energy from one part to the another part. Okay. Now see, whenever the wave will strike at the interface of media, what will happen? What will happen? Some part of the energy, it means its amplitude get affected. Its amplitude get affected, and we know that intensity is proportional to amplitude square. If amplitude get affected, it means intensity get also get affected. Are you getting my point? Okay. And whenever there is a transfer of signal from one medium to the another medium, another thing also happen. What was that thing? The thing is that the wavelength get also changed. The wavelength get also get changed, but frequency does not change. The frequency does not change. Are you getting the point? Velocity get also changed. Velocity get also changed from one medium to the another medium. Wavelength get changed, but frequency does not change. So let us start. First of all, make this diagram. You have made this diagram? Okay. Please write 2 or 3 lines. When two or more media, see 1, 2, 3, or 1 or 2. When 2 or more media are in contact with each other, and vibrational energy due to waves is incident on interface of two media two different media, then some part of energy get reflected back, then some part of energy get reflected back, and some part of the energy will get transmitted. Some part of the energy will get reflected back, and some part of the energy will get transmitted. And amount of energy that transfer depend upon elastic and inertial property of the medium. Elastic and inertial property of the medium. Elastic and inertial property of medium. Okay. Of the medium. Okay. How the signal get transferred, that also depends upon the elastic and inertial properties of the medium. That what kind of the medium we have. Are you getting the point? That also depends upon this medium property, elastic property and inertial property. Next point. Therefore, sometimes it is not possible. Therefore, sometimes it is not possible. Therefore, sometimes it is not possible to transfer the signal, to transfer the energy. Signal of oblique energy, one and same thing. Therefore, so sometimes it is not possible to transfer the energy or oblique signal from one medium to the other medium. Therefore, we require a impedance matching medium. Therefore, we require a impedance matching medium. Therefore, we require a impedance matching medium which is sandwiched. Have you taken the sandwich or not? Have you seen how the sandwich get baked? This is also a sandwich between the two media. Okay, that is sandwich between the two media 1 and 2. Between the two media 1 and 2, and this process is called impedance matching. This impedance matching medium is sandwiched between the two medium 1 and this is medium 1, this is medium 2. Use the red pen. This process is called impedance matching. This process is called impedance matching. राधे समझ आया? Well, this is the I'll give you the common example from the real life. See, whenever we do the marriage, see, one is male part, one is male, another is female. Sometimes a mediator is required. Sometimes a mediator is required, which will basically connect this to this. I get your point. You know, इसको हम चोला बोलते हैं. समझ आया? तो ये क्या काम करता है? चोला काम करता है. It connects to male part and female part, so that the marriage can be effective. So this is a mediator. So this is also a mediator. So what is the function of this mediator? It is basically the matching the impedance of male part and female part. Now, first of all, are you getting this? This happens in your society or not? This happens. A mediator is required, which will basically, which is a common person for the male side as well as for the female side. So it is basically play the role of mediator. It is basically matching the impedance. It is basically the matching the impedance so that the effective results can be availed or taken. I think this is a perfect example of the human life. This process is called a impedance matching. So a 2 marks question can be asked, usually asked, what is impedance matching? Can you explain this? Can you explain this? What is impedance matching? What is impedance matching? It is a process of transfer a signal from medium 1 to the medium 2 with the maximum efficiency of the energy. Okay, so that the maximum energy can be transferred from the medium 1 to the medium 2. Now see, these are the variables of medium 1. This is Z1. What is Z1? Z1 is the impedance of the medium 1. What is K1? K1 is the propagation constant. This Z is the impedance of this medium, sandwich medium, impedance matching medium. K is the propagation constant. This Z2 is the impedance of the medium 2, and this K2 is the propagation constant of the medium. Now let us take the mathematical part. Let us. I will write the incident wave. Equation of incident wave. Incident wave at x is equal to 0. Incident wave at x is equal to 0 is, see, now I want to write the equation of this yi1. So yi1 is equal to a into a1. A1 is a1. What is a1? A1 is the amplitude. A1 is the amplitude of this wave. A1 into, what is the general equation? Y is equal to e raised to power iota omega d minus kx. This is the general equation. From this equation we can write this equation. This y will become yi1, a will become, sorry, this is a, A will become A1 e power iota omega d minus K becomes K1. K becomes K1x. Any doubt? This is at x equal to number 1. Any doubt? This is the general equation of a wave. So I have made this equation from this. What is K1? What is Z1? Z is impedance. What is K? तो आपको समझ आ रहा नहीं आ रहा? समझ आ रहा? ये क्या कर रहा है बेसिकली? ये मीडिएटर है. इस मीडियम के साथ क्या कर रहा है? इम्पीडेंस मैच कर रहा है. जैसे शादियां होती हैं, बड़ी शादी.com का ये शादी.com का काम कर रहा है. लड़का और लड़की को मिला रहा है. Are you getting this? मीडिएटर का रोल प्ले कर रहा है. ठीक है? It's a common person between the medium 1 and medium 2, so that maximum energy can be transferred from medium 1 to the medium 2. Because see, impedance matching is very important as far as the we want to transfer the signal in the transmission lines, especially the electrical energy. Because we want to, so let us suppose the energy is we are making the energy at let us say the 300 km away from this point, and how the signal will get here from that manufacturing station. So we require this impedance matching of the wires. More effective the impedance matching is, more is the efficiency. More the efficiency means less the losses. Are you getting the point? Losses will be minimum. So the only motto of this impedance matching is to increase the efficiency. Efficiency means losses must be minimum. I mean to say, if there is a 100% energy, so there will also be a approximately 100%. But due to some loss, it is not a 100%, so we can say it is less than 100%. Okay, चलेगा? राजी समझ आ रहा है? ठीक है. Now let us write the what is K1? What is K1? Amplitude of A1. What is K1? Propagation constant. ठीक है? And what is omega? Angular frequency. Angular frequency. Now please write, use the red pen. When a wave enter from one medium to the another medium. Next, use the red pen. When a wave enter from one medium to the another medium, comma, what will change? Welshman, what will change? When a wave enter from one medium to the another medium, what will change? Velocity and wavelength. Please write. Velocity and wavelength get changed, but frequency remains same. Okay. Now I want to write this YR1. I want to this reflected part. I want to write the equation of this reflected part. See, this is moving in this direction. This is moving in the opposite direction. It means this will become this minus K1 will become a plus K1. So what is the equation? This will become Y1 is equal to YR1 is equal to V1. Now the amplitude gets changed. This has the amplitude A1. This has the amplitude V1. V1 into e raised to power iota omega t plus K1 into x. Any doubt? Any doubt?
Yes.
Which one? What? See, this yi1 is traveling from left to right, and this yr is traveling from right to left. After reflection, this is before reflection. This is C. Direction is opposite, so that is why this K1 minus K1 will become a plus K1. or we can say this is the negative of it. Okay. Now I want to write the equation of this yi2 in the impedance match medium. yi2 is equal to a2, again amplitude get changed. See, its amplitude is a1, its amplitude is b1, its amplitude is a2 into e raised to power iota omega t minus k2x because this is okay. And out. Now I want to write the equation of this yr2. Again amplitude get changed. So yr2 will become b2 into b2 direction is it? This direction is opposite to this direction. This is traveling in this direction and this yr is traveling in an opposite direction. So minus k2 will become a plus k2. So that is b2 into e raised to power iota omega t plus k2x. Okay, that is at x equal to 1. Okay, and out. Now what we have left? We have left only yi3. Let us write the equation of yi3. So yi3 will be, again amplitude get changed. Let us say this amplitude is a3. a3 is equal to e raised to power iota omega t minus k3 x minus l. K2, sorry. I have taken x minus l. Why I have taken x minus l? Because this is the medium. This is the interface. And this interface is x is equal to l. So that is why I have taken the difference of it, and it comes out to be x minus l. Okay. Again I will check. Okay. Have you noted down all the things? Have you got all the points? See, this x will become x minus l at this boundary because this part corresponding to the x equal to l of the string. This boundary. Okay. Now apply boundary condition. Now please write wave function is maximum. See, power trans. Yes. Which one? Last one.
Is it K2 or K3?
A3
No, K.
into e to iota omega t minus k.
Is it 2 or 3?
Yes, because these are 2. Now we are talking about the medium 2.
What about the intermediate?
For the intermediate for the k.
Yeah. So you say it's K2.
Because this is striking at the interface of this, that is why I have taken I K2. This is striking at the interface V. This is striking at the interface of this K2. That is why I have taken this K2. Okay. That's why I have taken, because it is striking at the interface of the two medium.
What about this object?
Which one?
K1. Like this one, the reflection.
This one.
Yes.
I am talking about reflection. See, that is also. Because both see this yi2 and yr2 are the striking at the incident at the interface of this medium K2. So that is why I am writing K2. And these two are interfacing are incident at this interface. So I am writing K1. See, I am writing K1. Because interface is important. this interface this interface is corresponding to x is equal to 0, and this interface is corresponding to x is equal to L. Okay, here the k1 variable is used, here the k2 variable is used. समझ आई रहा है? Okay, so please write the power is maximum. The power transfer is maximum. The power transfer is maximum. The power transfer is maximum. When the power transfer is maximum? When the wave function is continuous. When this wave function is continuous at the boundaries. When this wave function is continuous across the boundaries. So I will write a equation, direct equation. This will become yi1 plus yr1 at x is equal to 0 is equal to yi2 plus yr2 at x is equal to 0. This is the condition. And yi2 plus yr2 at x is equal to L is equal to yi3 at x is equal to L. Please switch off the fans. See, this is very important. Now take the two boundaries. The first boundary at x is equal to 0, the second boundary is x is equal to L. See, at this boundary we have two wave functions. One is yi1, one is yr1. So yi1 plus yr1 at x is equal to 0 is equal to this yi2 plus yr2 at x is equal to 0. This is equal to this at x is equal to 0, and this is equal to this at x is equal to L for the second boundary conditions. yi2 plus yr2 plus yr2 at x is equal to L is equal to yi3 is equal to x is equal to L. Okay. See, just note down. This is equal to this. This is equal to these two. This is equal to this at x is equal to 0, and this 2 is equal to this at x is equal to L. Are you getting this point? yi1 and yr1 is equal to yi2 and yr2 at x is equal to 0. First boundary condition. Second boundary condition is yi2 and yr2 is equal to the yi3. There is only a single wave function at x is equal to L. See, I have written x is equal to L, x is equal to L. Okay? Yes. Okay?
The power transfer is maximum. Your last statement.
Power is transferred. This is the condition when these conditions will hold.
What's the statement?
This statement, power means intensity. Power means, I am talking about intensity, because intensity is amplitude square. Power or intensity are the same thing in this article. What is the formula of intensity? Intensity is equal to amplitude square. Intensity is equal to amplitude square. And we all know that when the signal will get transferred from one medium to the other medium, the wavelength, the amplitude gets changed. And when the amplitude gets changed, it means intensity gets changed. The intensity gets changed means power gets changed. Which one? Sorry, I'm not getting it.
Your last statement, what did you say?
I am saying that this power will be maximum, or intensity will be maximum. Intensity will be maximum when these two boundary conditions get hold. When these will be hold. Let us say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7. When 6 and 7 are hold true. When this 6 and 7 boundary condition will hold true, then and only then the intensity will be maximum. Or we can say we will get a maximum efficiency from medium 1 to the medium. Yes.
You should repeat the last statement.
Last statement. Yes. I am saying that the intensity will be maximum.
The words.
The words.
Words.
Yeah.
Words.
फिर से बताने के लिए बोला
क्या?
वो स्टेटमेंट सर ने आप इसलिए बताया था ना वो फिर से बताने के लिए बोला
अच्छा बताओ. See, I am saying that this basically what we are trying. We are trying to transfer the signal from medium 1 to the medium 2. That's what we are doing. So that signal will be maximum referred. Maximum, I think it is maximum efficient when these boundary conditions will get to, I mean to say these two wave functions will be equal to this wave function at x is equal to 0, and these two wave functions is equal to this wave function at x is equal to L. So when these two boundary conditions get hold true, we can say that the maximum power or maximum intensity get we obtain. Then we get a maximum power transfer. Okay. Power means intensity.
No, I mean like I want the last statement. Like
Which statement?
the power transfer over.
Yes, power transfer means, see, at the
explanation नहीं words चाहिए.
okay, words चाहिए. The power transfer is maximum. The power transfer to Blake intensity, you can write intensity also. The power transferred get maximum when the wave functions, when the wave function is continuous. When the wave function is continuous at the boundaries, at x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L. At x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L. How much time is left? Okay, I will just compile the article. Okay, so I will write now. Next, please write next point. The transverse component of the force. The transverse component of the force must also be continuous. Must also be continuous at the boundaries. At the boundaries. So this is the condition I am getting. T curly y by curly I1 into x plus T curly y R1 into curly x. At x is equal to T curly y I2 upon curly x plus T curly y R2 upon curly x. At x is equal to 0 and T curly y I2 upon curly x plus T curly y R2 upon curly x at x is equal to L is equal to T curly y I3 upon curly x. X is equal to, I mean to say wave function must be continuous as well as its derivative. Its derivative get also get continuous. See, I have taken a derivative of this of the x. I have taken a derivative of this. Similarly, I have taken a derivative of this and derivative of this. Wave function and its derivative both must be continuous. समझ आया बात? वेव फंक्शन भी continuous होने चाहिए, उनके derivative भी continuous होने चाहिए. Because why? Because from derivative we are getting a slope. We are getting a slope. Okay. So that the continuity can be there. Okay. Because derivative is a factor which tells about the continuity, and continuity is related to the power transfer, or transfer of signal. If, for example, let us suppose that there is a discontinuity. What does this mean? The signal will not get transferred. So derivative must be continuous and well defined. So that the maximum power can be transferred from medium 1 to the medium 2. So thank you so much for being with us. I think only a small part has been get. I'll tell you the result.
What is L?
Which
L.
L is the length of this string. See, this string is connected to the two medium 1 and medium 2. And see, when we do all the mathematical part, at the end of the day, we get this expression: Z is equal to square root of Z1 into Z. This is the expression. If somebody asks what, this is a perfect impedance matching. Perfect impedance matching condition. is Z have? This impedance, see, this impedance matching medium Z must be equal to the square root of Z1 into Z2. Or we can also call it as it is a harmonic mean. It's a geometric mean. It is a harmonic mean or a geometric mean of two impedance Z1 and Z2. This is a question in 2 marks. What is the conditions of the perfect impedance matching? What's the answer? Z is equal to square root of Z1 into Z2. Only this you have to give the answer. For example, somebody asked, what is the, please write the question. What is the perfect condition? What is the perfect impedance matching condition? So what is perfect impedance matching? The answer is this one. Z is equal to Z1. What is Z? What is Z? Z is the impedance of this impedance matching medium. And what is Z1? Z1 is the impedance of this medium 1. And what is Z2? Z2 is the impedance of the medium 2. So in words we can say that Z is the harmonic mean. This is called a geometric mean. This is called a geometric mean or harmonic mean of the medium of impedance Z1 and Z2. So I think this is the end of the lecture, and this is the end of this article also. This is very important article as far as the final exams are concerned. I think there is one more condition that I will tell you, and this is hold true for when length of this ring is when L is equal to lambda by 4. And this, see, we obtain this condition, we obtain this, then this L is equal to lambda by 4. Length is equal to lambda by 4. Under this condition, we get all this. We getting all this. So this is the end of the session and lecture also. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us. I hope all the best to all of you for the exam, and we will do some new topic in the next lecture. Thank you so much.